Alright, so my original opinion on Dricus Du Plessis versus Adesanya was, I was pretty convinced that Adesanya was going to dominate and destroy Dricus Du Plessis.
I believe you frozen like an also.
But after watching the press conference,
I don't really give a fuck where he's from, but I'll show him who he is.
Whatever that means.
and giving it a little bit more thought, I think the fight's going to be a lot closer than I originally thought. Because in the press conference, Dricus Du Plessis just destroyed Adesanya, literally thrashed him in the press conference. And I think it's safe to say that Dricus is in Adesanya's head. And that's massive because Adesanya is at his mentally weakest ever. He's never been this mentally weak because look at him. He's coming off of a loss to Sean Strickland. Everyone thinks Adesanya is a weirdo. No one really likes him anymore. He has no momentum. And then he just gets smacked around in the press conference by Dricus Du Plessis. It just isn't looking good for Adesanya. But, maybe if Adesanya takes some PEDs and, grows, his gyno a little bit more, maybe he'll have a chance of winning. But here's the thing, and I'm not an Adesanya fan, so I'm not coping. If Adesanya loses this fight, I think it's going to be less of what Dricus did to beat him and more of Adesanya just isn't the same and didn't show up. Because Adesanya is about to turn 35, and in terms of an MMA fighter, he's pretty old now. While Dricus Du Plessis, he's young. He's only 30. And Dricus has massive momentum coming off of wins over Robert Whittaker and Sean Strickland. I just don't know if Adesanya has what it takes anymore. On paper, he should have all the tools necessary, all the experience necessary to just go out there and destroy Dricus, but I just don't think he can execute a game plan like that anymore. The Adesanya that fought Paulo Costa would beat Dricus Du Plessis, but that isn't the Adesanya we have anymore. And honestly, after that Jan Blachowicz loss, Adesanya hasn't really been the same. He's a lot less confident, a lot less aggressive, and I think his last amount of spunk got spent beating Alex Pereira the second time. And another factor, I'm not going to lie, I didn't give that much respect to it, but Dricus Du Plessis, his wrestling could be a major factor in this fight. The only thing is, Adesanya does have good takedown defense, but so did Sean Strickland, so did Robert Whittaker, and Dricus was able to take down both of them. And Adesanya should pick apart and destroy Dricus on the feet, but I don't know. I watched back the Sean Strickland fight, and the way he handled pressure in that fight was terrible. And Strickland isn't necessarily a pressure fighter. I mean, he can do it, but Dricus applies way more pressure than Sean Strickland. So if he couldn't handle getting pressed by Strickland, how is he going to handle Dricus Du Plessis? Strickland couldn't handle Dricus Du Plessis' pressure. So it's a really interesting situation. And I don't know if I can make an official prediction at this moment because it's so 50-50. This is genuinely one of the most intriguing matchups of the year because if Adesanya loses this fight, he's done. He's cooked. He's never going to get another title shot again, and he'll basically have nothing left. He'll have to retire because is he really just going to fight up the middleweight division again to earn another title shot? No, I don't think so. I think he's just going to walk away from the sport. But hey, look, this is just my current opinion on this matchup. I think, honestly, it's going to change in the future as the fight gets closer and closer, as we look at the weigh-ins, as we look at the fight week antics. My opinion will definitely change. But what's more important is, what do you guys think about this? Who are you guys picking, Dricus Du Plessis or Adesanya? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the LSFC YouTube channel. And if you really like us, please consider becoming an LSFC channel member for access to exclusive channel perks and our exclusive LSFC grappling resources, which are great for beginners and intermediates in jiu-jitsu, wrestling, any ground combat sport like that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.